I love playing my Nintendo Switch, as you guys know. I love hearing really good music from Yoko Shimura and tons of others. I mean, just listen to this thing. Look at this thing. It's so cool. I love my Nintendo so much. You know, I have tons of good games, tons of stuff I would love just to sit and freaking just play for hours upon hours on end, and I can take this on the go. Getting to listen to some good tunes from Super Mario RPG. Tons of others too. Pretty freaking rad. But anyways, I digress. So, what I wanted to sit here and talk about today was the Nintendo Switch 2. I know I had a little freaking thing there about my Nintendo Switch, but I feel like this is something I've wanted to talk about personally and add to the conversation. I may be repeating what some others have said because, you know, a lot of people have said the same thing, but I am annoyed with anything Switch 2 related, or almost anything Switch 2 related. Mainly, gonna put my Switch back for a bit. Mainly because of everybody around. Alright? And what I mean by everyone around, I really mean everybody around. Like, all the rumors you hear about Switch 2 24/7, all the freaking videos you see of it online by other people saying leak here, leak that about Switch 2, the first Switch 2 reveal this month, or the first Switch reveal that month. It is so annoying, constantly. And when you're not even trying to look for it, you're just living life, you see a rando pull up to you and be like, hey, you want a Nintendo Switch leak? Nintendo Switch 2 leak, I mean? Here, buddy, this is your brand new game. Take it or leave it. And it's like, dude, I get everybody's excitement about the Switch 2. It's going to be an amazing console, possibly. But if y'all keep talking about it like this, it's going to make me not even want to buy the console, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. It's going to be awesome seeing the new 3D Mario, okay? It's going to be awesome seeing the new Donkey Kong, or the new Zelda, or the new everything on Switch 2. Like, what graphics is it going to have? What capabilities is it going to have in comparison to Switch 1? You know what I mean? What's it going to be like? But, like, guys, relax about it, bro. Some of y'all really need to relax. Like, do you guys ever sit and fucking think that maybe y'all are talking about this a little bit too much? Like, y'all expectations for Switch 2 is so fucking high up here, right? That everybody that hears about it from y'all are getting pissed or annoyed at y'all for even talking about the damn thing. I mean, I can't be the only one that's annoyed with how many videos I get shown in my recommended, or because I love Nintendo, so of course I'm gonna get Nintendo-based things in my recommended and subscription. So had popcorn just a second ago and the kernel's stuck in my shit. But you get my point though, right? It's like every 5 seconds in my recommendation, in my subscription feed, in all that stuff, all you hear about is Nintendo Switch 2 over and 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 over again. It is sad to me that we live in a world where people can hype things up, people can leak things and ruin things that actually can genuinely be a surprise for everybody at the end of the road when Nintendo is ready to announce it. I get it. It's coming out literally, next year not in January, but in somewhere next year in 2025, right? It's coming out. Of course, I'm going to be excited, but it's like, I feel like my excitement for Switch 2 gets lower and lower and lower once you realize a few things, right? Not only fans of the Switch 2 are ruining it by talking about it 24/7 and constantly reporting it as big news so they can get the big clicks because Switch 2 brings in a lot of people clicking on videos and shit. I mean, you know what I mean? But it's like, God, it's annoying. I hate it. And it's like, I wish I wasn't like so angry at this, but I am very angry at it because it's like, dang, dude, I don't want to go, I can't go a single day without hearing something Switch 2 related. And it's super annoying. It's super annoying to me. It's annoying to Chris because I actually had combos with my boy René YT, aka Chris, about the said Switch 2 rumors. It is so annoying. And it's so constant that it makes you just sit there and think like, man, I just want this shit to come out already so people can shut the fuck up. And another thing of why, you know, I'm not very hyped for Switch. I'm not Omega hyped. I'm still sort of hyped, but I'm not Omega hyped like I once was for it. It's not only because you guys are ruining it, but there's also other options for you to have a handheld device out there. For example, the PlayStation Portable, even though that PlayStation, the PlayStation, the newest PlayStation thing, I don't know the device. I can't remember the device's name, but that shit, you have that can play PS5 on the go, right? You have the Steam Deck, which I know people that play the Steam Deck don't shut the fuck up about it usually, but I can't blame them because it's so good, right? You know, it sounds really good because I haven't never had a Steam Deck. But anyways, my point is, right? There are so many options for people to buy a handheld device that will literally play games probably better than what Nintendo is going to be offering you once the Switch 2 actually drops. I mean, think about it for a second. You have this Steam Deck that can play all the games in the Steam library. On top of that, it can play Dolphin. It can run N64. It can play Dolphin, N64, Game Boy Color, NES. It can run literally almost anything you want to have on that Steam Deck. It can probably play Nintendo Switch games better than the Nintendo Switch can. Probably. I don't know. I'm only assuming because I've never had a Steam Deck. Noliella Corisis. I hope I said your name right. I get names wrong. I apologize. Welcome to stream. But you know what I mean? You have the Steam Deck that can do all of that, yet people are hyping up the Switch 2 still because it's a Nintendo product, right? And I get it. I sound like a Nintendo hater right now, but keep in mind, I love Nintendo. I grew up with Nintendo my entire life, but even I'm seeing the options. I mean, dude, you guys got people who make Game Boy, like, mini devices and consoles that can run GameCube games, that can run Wii games. There's so many options for handheld gaming that Switch is not the only option for that anymore. You have different places you can go to buy those said games or even play those said games on, right? That's why I'm getting less and less excited about Switch 2 because a lot of people, the reason why they bought Switch 1 was because not a lot, you know, Nintendo was like the king of the handheld market, and it's like, yo, a home console experience on the go, that's cool. That's why people bought Switch. But it's like, that ain't going to work now in this market in 2025 because, I mean, there's a big handheld market, so of course it's still working. But, like, there's also not, like, a big market for it at the same time because there's so many other competitors out there that Nintendo has to compete with in some way, shape, or form. I mean, the more they keep holding back the damn Switch for it to be made. You know what I mean? Again, you have so many options. Again, the Steam Deck. Again, freaking anything that can run something like a Game Boy. My tablet can be considered a goddamn Nintendo Switch, almost. It can play N64, it can play GameCube, it can play Wii, it can play pretty much almost anything I have ever wanted. Well, I can't play GameCube or Wii, but it can play almost any retro old school console that my tablet is allowed to run, even with its shitty GPU inside of the damn device, it can run it. You know, my own damn tablet can be kind of like a Switch if I want it to. I can Bluetooth hook up a PS5 controller over there on my fridge, mini fridge, over there. I can go grab it. And I can link up and I can play every N64 title without spending 60 fucking bucks on a Nintendo Switch subscription. I can do that right now. You know what I mean? I could emulate the entirety of the NES catalog, Super Nintendo, Famicom, which is the Japanese version of the NES, but you get it. I can do all that. I can seriously do all that. I don't have to fucking buy a Nintendo Switch 2. But, you know, obviously the main reason that Nintendo makes everyone buy the Switch 2 is because all the new titles, the legit new titles, are going to be on there, right? And I get it. I get the hype, but I don't get the hype, bro. I don't get it. Why you guys are still hyping up the Switch 2? Just wait till it fucking releases. Just wait. Be patient, bro. I get it with people leaking it or excited, but at the same time, it is so annoying going on YouTube.com and all you see from your Nintendo YouTubers of the day is Switch 2 leaks, Switch 2 news, this and that, all the time, man. It's like, again, after I mentioned all the options I gave y'all for other ways to play mobile, like, you know, console games on a handheld device, especially the Steam Deck, it's like, what even is the point of Switch 2 almost? And again, there is a purpose for Switch 2 to satisfy those who are specifically Nintendo fans and also really want the new Nintendo titles on the damn thing. You know, and I get that. But there's tons of games for you guys to play, man. Tons, hundreds, thousands of games y'all can play. Old school games. I mean, let's be real. Would you rather have like 100 games in one that are ROMs emulated or whatever, but actually work really well in one cartridge? Or do you want one new Nintendo game that's $70 fucking versus 100 other games? What are you talking about? How can no one read the title of these damn things, man? I am talking about Nintendo Switch 2 and how I'm annoyed with everyone talking about Nintendo Switch 2 and how annoying, like, hearing about it or anything about Switch 2 can be so fucking annoying. My light just got dimmer. You alright, light? Oh, sorry. No, you're straight. It's just that a lot of people, you know, ask... Yes, sir. A lot of people ask me, you know, what the title is, and I'm like, I get it sometimes, because when you're scrolling through the shorts feed, I get that. But, like, it's like, damn, can they still not see the title even in the shorts feed? You know, sometimes I'm like, damn, just click the channel and see, you know, like my icon, and then maybe see. But, maybe see what the title's about. But it just pisses me off, like I said, about... No, we can't see. Oh, you can't see? So you guys have to literally fucking see, Okay. Well then, my bad on that then. You know, getting mad a little bit at that. If y'all really can't see the title. I had no idea. But, you know, but then again, I'll just let me, okay, I got you. But back to what I was saying, right? About Switch 2. I don't know, man. You know, and again, because of these same Nintendo fans, it makes me not even want to buy the console. Sometimes, you know, whenever I sit here and think about Switch 2 and how good it is and how legendary it's going to be. You know what I mean? Switch 1 is phenomenal. I love the Switch 1. But, you know, you hear about the Switch 2 so much and so often that it makes you think, do I even really want to buy this? Do I want to invest $400 to $500 probably? I don't know the price of the thing. $400 to $500 to invest in Switch 2 when Nintendo themselves clearly doesn't give a fuck about their audience enough to allow people to buy games. They would rather have a Switch subscription service for $20 a year or $60 a year if you want the N64 games just to play those said titles, even though people have been emulating N64 for years for fucking free and can get literally any ROM they've ever wanted for free, or they can be smart, get their own copy of the game and ROM it, you know, go through the whole thing and make the ROM from your own cartridge yourself and do that shit. Like, there's so many ways you can enjoy Nintendo, not even through Nintendo, it's not even funny. And obviously, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money or, how you want to do things, but this is just my thought process on the entirety of Switch 2 and why it bugs me so much that, yep, the games are really expensive. Yeah, and it's like, I still remember the day they made Tears of the Kingdom $70, bro. When it's like, holy shit, I could wait for a price drop for this, or be like some dumbass Switch user and fucking emulate it if I wanted to. I don't want to, but you get my point. Like, there's Switch emulators out there that Nintendo's shutting down that run this game better than the damn Switch. I mean, there's people that said, hey, you know, I took my own copy, I made it emulatable, but I put it on my own Steam Deck and only mine alone, and I haven't told anyone how to do it. It's only towards me. And yet it runs it better than fucking the Nintendo Switch does. And you're sitting there probably wondering, damn, why the fuck did I even buy this shit if I can just wait for Nintendo to either price drop it or wait till something better comes along that's able to run it better than the Switch. You know? And I love my Nintendo Switch. I have hundreds of games for my Nintendo Switch already, or near 100 games for my Nintendo Switch that are either downloaded or not downloaded, but you get my point. I got tons of physical games for it. And, you know, I'm just seeing, and by the way, what's up, Madeline? Welcome to stream. I'm so mixed. I'm just so all over the place with it. With Switch 2. I don't know if any of you guys agree. I'm not expecting anybody to agree with me on Switch 2 and why I feel so annoyed about it, but I feel like if fans stopped hyping it up like every other week, you know, maybe there could be a lot more people that are excited for the damn thing, for the damn thing to come out than when people are overhyping it. Because also what people are doing when they hype themselves up about Switch 2 and like think about what potential Switch 2 has, the moment it comes out and it doesn't satisfy that person's mindset or whatever about Switch 2, they're going to be pissed off about it. They're going to be pissed that their expectations were too fucking high for the damn thing. When it's like, expect the unexpected and keep your expectations low, people, for anything. You know? I mean, shit, one day you might come out with a surprise, you know? And, shit, I mean, Ninja Gaiden coming back, for fuck's sake, first on Switch in 2025 is crazy. I mean the 2D Ninja Gaiden, not no 3D Ninja Gaiden that we have been getting as of lately and stuff. I'm talking 2D Ninja Gaiden, a new 2D entry in the Ninja Gaiden series. That is nuts right now that is recently coming out. That got me super excited. My most used game of mine is Animal Crossing. That's fair. A lot of people used it for Animal Crossing. I can't even blame you on that one. I haven't even played it myself. I tried to play the DS one, which I thought was just okay, but maybe I'll get back into it and maybe try to understand the world and whatnot. But, yeah. One day, I'll understand Animal Crossing. Damn, bro is heated about this. Hell yeah, I am. Just think about it. I know you can sit there and just say on YouTube, I don't care. But then, like, you refresh and sometimes re-scroll about Switch 2, and some other guy you don't even subscribe to is fucking right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, about ready to talk about the same things as the other dude said about Switch 2. Like, oh my god, Switch 2 is going to have PS5 or PS4 specs and graphic capability. And you know what? I can't even lie. Me and Chris have gotten in tons of conversations hyping up the Switch 2. But at least we're not sucking it off 24/7 like a lot of these, you know, YouTubers are when they constantly bring it up or talk about it. I only want to talk about it all in this video because why not? I hate the glazing and the overhype, though. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's a perspective I have on Switch that I really hate, and it's making me not want to buy it. You know, it's making me really tell Louis, maybe let's not get it because of how many people are overhyping the console so much. It's crazy how much people are hyping this up. I swear, if it wasn't Nintendo running this console, I bet you about half these motherfuckers would not even be hyping it up that much. They would actually wait for the goddamn release like I want people to. That's the crazy part. Is that it is for the... Hold on, there's a goddamn... fucking... fucking roach on my wall. God. I hate it. 400 hours or more, UT says. Oh my god, 400 hours on Animal? I mean, does it take that long to beat the game? I don't know if there's even an ending in Animal Crossing. I've never beaten an Animal Crossing in my life, so I don't know if there is an ending. But man, that's me on Switch too, man. I was sitting here, and you know what's funny? I even got a freaking YouTube notification from one of my YouTubers that I watch for Nintendo News. Again, today, spending another day out of the week talking about Nintendo Switch news, because there's no other news that's worth talking about sometimes. It's all about the Switch 2 and more info on it and whatever. And I'm like, I'm going to fall asleep with how much info you guys are getting for Switch 2, man. I'm going to fall asleep. Like, damn, I want, like, is there paying off your debt is the end of Animal Crossing? Oh, really? Okay. But, God, fuck. Like, whatever happened to buying a console? And this is something I just want to get this off my chest, right? Whatever happened to buying a console that you've never seen or never had before in your life and going through the menus for hours or going through all the settings and figuring out what to do with your new fucking box that you just got? Whatever happened to that? You know, like the magic, the wonders of opening your Nintendo Wii and figuring out how to navigate the menu. Like, ooh, how do I do this? How do I Wii? Oh, the Wii pointer. That's the Wii pointer. That's the Wii sensor bar. Whatever happened to that, man? I swear, if the Wii released today, like today, straight up today, and we never seen anything like the Wii before, I swear to God, people will be fucking figuring out ways how to leak that bitch too. I swear to God, they'll be figuring out ways how to leak. How to leak the Nintendo Wii in 2024. How to leak it. What does it look like? How do I play games on it? What games are going to be for it? Like, oh man, I just miss those days so damn much, where it's like, you buy a console, you don't hear jack shit about it other than the people making the console says, this is our next thing. You wait till launch day, you hype it up with all your friends, and it's only in your friend group or maybe other groups in your school or something, if you're going to school around this time, or if you have friends online on Skype or whatever, hyping up the PS3 or hyping up the PS4 or whatever, and y'all are just talking about it in your group. Whatever happened to that, like group hype? Not over the internet group hype, just group hype in your friend group about the damn thing. And you know, and then it releases, and then y'all get it, and then y'all play it. It's like, what happened to that? That shit just straight up vanished. You can go on the internet today, and you can straight up figure out, leaked news about this game and what this game does, or what this console is and how it is, or get a general idea for it over the fucking internet instead of the actual company itself revealing it and showing it to the world for the first time. Like, I miss that, bro. I watch E3s. One day, a man got New Super Mario Bros. 1 week before release, and he shared the ROM online, and he got arrested. Exactly. Crazy how that works, bro. How back then you would get in serious trouble for that. Nowadays, there's so many more people that you can't even go up and arrest people for that. But my point is, I appreciate it when people like make ROMs sometimes for games, old games, not new ones. But god damn, man. Switch 2, man. Hypest thing on the planet. Woohoo. Like, y'all realize you gotta, like, this is towards the leakers and shit, whoever watches this that are leakers or that love spreading I mean, and then the rumors too. The rumors were cool back then because you would hear some of the craziest stuff back then, but some of them you knew were fake, some of them you would actually sort of kind of believe, you know, until you got the console and figured out, oh damn, that nigga fibbed me. But it's like, I don't know, man. It's like there's no mystery behind all this Switch stuff anymore, man. Like, okay, Switch 2. Nowadays, what can I assume the Switch 2 is gonna do that that Switch 1 already, or haven't done. Okay, let's see. Well, Switch 2 is obviously just going to be a bigger, maybe a slightly bigger version of this. You can get from just looking at your Switch. Buttons might be better. The screen, the OLED screen. OLED screen might be the basic screen for Switch 2, or maybe even better than OLED Switch. Let's see. Joy-Cons might be bigger and better feeling, and all this other sort of control options are going to be better than Switch 1. You know, you can just assume what Switch... You don't even have to watch videos. You can just assume what Switch 2 is going to be like and figure out what Switch 2 is going to be. You don't even need all these fucking videos telling you. Oh, and maybe around PS3, PS4, maybe PS5 looking graphics. And just go off from there and just wait till it releases. And then if you're wrong about something, okay. But I don't know how Nintendo let that copy slip. I don't know how they did either. Lil Draco, welcome to the stream. Also, thank you for being a member for 6 months of my membership. I appreciate you, man. But, seriously, it just bothers me so much every day that this stuff happens, man. Switch to this, switch to that. New Donkey Kong on Switch. New Mario on Switch 2. Again, I get it for these new releases. But, like, keep this in mind, people. Again, do you really want to buy a $500 console that you have way too high expectations for, just for you to be let down, and the games not only being $60, but most of those games possibly being $70 fucking dollars? I mean, let's be real. How many of you guys in chat think Tears of the Kingdom should have been $70? Just in general. Like, I'm asking everyone in chat right now, do you guys think Tears of the Kingdom should have been $70? Let me know right now in chat. Because this game is a perfect example of what we could be going into with Nintendo Switch 2 if we end up getting it. A possible path has been opened for $70 Nintendo video games. I mean, shoot it at me in the comments right now. $70 game, shouldn't have been $70 or not? Yay or nay? Like, come on, people. Like, just yell it at me in the comments. Yes or no? $70 or not $70? Who knows? Give me a whole perspective on if this game should be $70. And I get it. This game cost a lot to make, but I don't know if it should have been $70. In my opinion, this game right here, it just looks like it's obviously it's more than Breath of the Wild 2, but it's like you can just tell right off the bat that Breath of the Wild. It's Breath of the Wild 2. You know, there are some changes and massive gameplay. Well, not massive gameplay changes. It's the same as Breath of the Wild. And if you didn't like that one, you're not going to like this one. But anyways, no one in the comments are going to say anything about this game being $70. Come on, people. $70 or not. Go ahead, I'll wait. Okay, well, I guess no one cares that this is like $70 or not, but you get my point, people. Like, $70 for a Nintendo game. I can't wait for Nintendo to just wake up one day and say the new Mario, because we put so much time into it, $70. And then they make shit like the Luigi's Mansion 2 HD port, when honestly what they should have done was remake Luigi's Mansion 2. Like, from the ground up, in my opinion, you know, and remake it into something else entirely. Or scrap the idea of mission structure that people had an issue with in Luigi's Mansion 2 and actually change the game around. Who knows? Or maybe make a remake of Luigi's Mansion 2 where it's reimagined like you did for Metroid Prime. You know, or not Metroid Prime, where you did for Metroid Samus Returns, aka Metroid 2 for the 3DS. You guys completely rechanged that game. I don't know why Luigi's Mansion 2 didn't get that same treatment. Even after all the backlash fans gave you for the original Luigi's Mansion 2 release. I hate that fucking game, by the way. I don't think I'll be not hating that game for a long time. But, I just hope Switch 2, they release some of the most coolest things, too. And they make it affordable. Because I feel like we're also going into these times where people are barely being able to afford food. People are barely able to survive, just in general. And you're telling me game prices and all that crap needs to go up when people's prices aren't going up either? Like people's pay or how much they make an hour. The US dollar is less than what it was 10 years ago. For fuck's sake. How are people supposed to keep up with that? And you wonder why people emulate too. That's one of the reasons probably, is because $60, $70 Nintendo Switch games is not worth it. And I bet you Switch 2, when that releases, actually, you know what? Fuck it. Since this is a Switch 2 video, I'll just say it now. These are the games I want for it. You know, if I was to, for anyone that's going to ask me later, hey, if you get the Switch 2, what games are you wanting for it? You know, here are my fucking maybe 10 or 12 lists. I'll just put it here. I don't give a shit. I want a fucking, you know what? If Donkey Kong Country Returns is getting that fucking treatment, I want a Punch-Out remake. I want Punch-Out Wii. Not HD. I want Punch-Out Wii remade again. I want it remade using the same style as Punch-Out Wii or HD and add new things to it. That's what I want. I want a brand new Punch-Out to be represented on Switch. That is number one what I want for Switch 2. I may be annoyed about everything Switch 2 related, but if I don't see these games, I'm done. Maybe. Like, I might be done. But anyways, these are the games I want to see. Obviously, a new Punch-Out. It can be no Thunder Ray, no fake-ass Punch-Outs, the real one. I want the real one for Switch 2, Nintendo, the real Punch-Out. Little Mac, Doc Lewis, and a new roster of people. I want it. On Switch 2. You completely avoided it on Switch 1, but Switch 2 is unacceptable. That needs to happen. I swear to God it does. Okay? I want a new Punch-Out. That is seriously one of the things I really want. Number 2, I want the Super Mario RPG franchise, aka, you know, the original Super Mario RPG series, not Paper Mario, not M&L. I want the original Mario and Luigi, or not the original Mario and Luigi. I want the original Mario RPG game to finally get a sequel for the Switch 2. I don't care, exclusive or not. I want that because it needs to have a follow-up. It's been more than 30 years since we got a follow-up, and I bet you that remake did wonders for Nintendo. At least Super Mario RPG remake did. I'm not sure about Thousand Year Door and M&L, but I know Super Mario RPG, everyone was happy to see it back. You know, you changed and fixed up a lot of things. I would love to see a sequel of those Mario RPG games. Love to see a sequel of that. I would really love to see a brand new Donkey Kong game that isn't Donkey Kong Country. That's a 3D game, kind of like Donkey Kong 64, but like not Donkey Kong 64 in terms of how many collectibles you need to collect and whatever. Make it kind of like a Mario Odyssey-like experience, but for DK. That would be fucking awesome. I would love that. 4, what would I love to see on Switch 2? I would love to see Luigi's Mansion 1 be ported over to Switch 2, so everybody can have a Luigi's Mansion game on the Nintendo Switch. It isn't just 3 and 2. 1 also makes the jump over to Switch 2. Luigi's Mansion 1 HD. I don't give a shit. Port the 3DS version, and I'm going to be playing that version of Luigi's Mansion all my life, but also add some things that weren't added from the original release. to make it the overall definitive version of Luigi's Mansion. Alright? Show people why Luigi's Mansion 1 is the best one in the entire series. Just to be real, that's really what I want. I want a Luigi's Mansion 1 HD. Because Luigi's Mansion 2 is a shitty-ass game, and I need that first one back in my life. Another game I would like, I don't know if this is 4 or 5, the 5th thing, or maybe the 6th thing, I don't fucking know. I can't do numbers that well anymore, I guess. I obviously do want a new Luigi's Mansion, a completely brand new one, a completely original one that has its own unique original flavor. Kind of on what Luigi's Mansion 3 did, but even better than that game. I would love to see a new Luigi's Mansion 4. That would be awesome. Another game I would like to see for Switch 2. Yeah, I would actually like to see a return of actually good Mario sports games. Like, I would actually genuinely love another Mario Sluggers-like game, another Mario Baseball. It's long overdue since we got another Mario Baseball game. I hope we get another one of those, you know, but it's actually good. It isn't like the new Strikers game at all. It's actually good. Other than that, obviously we're gonna get a new 3D Mario. Probably have more than one new 3D Mario on the console. That might be my next thing. Probably have more than one. Oh, I would also love a Super Mario 3D Land port for Switch 2. I would like that because I've never played Super Mario Land. Super Mario 3D Land anyway. I never got to play it. Or we can do this instead. Super Mario 3D All-Stars 2. I would love that because I would love to have Super Mario Galaxy 2, 3D Land, and not 3D World, but I think another one of Mario's older adventures in that package. So it would be like 3D Land or Galaxy 2, 3D Land, and fuck, I don't remember another 3D Mario we could throw in. Let's see. I don't fucking know what other 3D Mario they could throw in that they haven't done already. Trying to think, because both Galaxy 1's on there already. So you don't really need to throw that in. Sunshine 64. Oh! Actually, I know one. Actually, that could work. Super Mario 64 DS with actual good analog control, 3D Land, and Super Mario Galaxy 2 in one collection. I would love that. So people can experience the Super Mario 64 remake, but on a way better scale. The analog is not an issue. The analog control, you know, we make that game a full 360-degree movement game with everything else kind of being virtually the same or have some improvements. That would be cool. Super Mario 3D All-Stars 2. We have Super Mario 64 DS remake, Mario Land, 3D Land, and Super Mario Galaxy 2. That would be cool. If we can get that. Obviously, I want a new Metroid. I want a new Metroid for this console. Obviously, we're going to get Prime 4, but other than Prime 4, I would love another 2D Metroid game. That would be dope on this console. A new Kirby, obviously, on this console would be great. And I know all Switch 1 games are going to be backwards compatible with Switch 2, so even if Switch 2 launches pretty slowly, then I would definitely want, you know, maybe a brand new Kirby game, a brand new Kirby experience. Other than those things, I would definitely want a new Castlevania, and other stuff. That's pretty much what I would like. I would like a lot of fucking things, but I think the thing I want the most is obviously that new Punch-Out. To be real, I would really love a Switch Punch-Out so Switch owners can know the feeling of punching out. But yeah, Lucas, I had a dream that we went down a... Okay, but I'm probably not going to read that. Hey, Alan, what's up, Tim Burners? But yeah, I'm done. This Switch video is long overdue. I know I got off topic and kind of talked about what Switch 2 games I would like. But since I feel like I'm not going to make another Switch 2 video anytime soon, I feel like I just want to include it in this video. But fuck it, why not? But yeah, that's it. I'm just so annoyed at this. I'm excited. Hopefully Nintendo figures something out with Switch 2. But also makes a lot of people's dreams come true on Switch 2. That's something I feel like that's also very important and needed. Why did you delete the Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time video from the video section? I didn't delete it. I privated it. And I got rid of it because... /privated the video because... there was no use for it. Especially if... There's no reason for the video because I wasn't going to go back to the game. I couldn't go back and platinum every level. That's why I decided to private it, because there's no point in keeping it. I might as well just use it for that video for specific thumbnails, you know, and whatever else I need, you know. So that's why that video is private. But anyways, guys, I don't know if you guys are excited for Switch 2. If you are, you are. Let me know how annoyed you guys got at Switch 2 rumors, or Switch 2 shitty news videos, or whatever you see about Switch 2. And let me know, do you guys think Switch 2 hype should die down a bit and let Nintendo cook in the cooker with this system? Or do you guys think the hype is valid as fuck and y'all want to just, like, hype it up all year long, you know, until it releases? Because in my opinion, I feel like people should put the hype down, chill out a little bit, let Nintendo do their fucking thing, still be happy for what's releasing on regular Switch, and continue playing and enjoy that until Switch 2 comes out, you know? But anyways, I'm done. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends. How do they feel? How does your friends feel about Switch 2 coming out, man? I'd love to see all that in the actual comment section when this video gets, you know, actually uploaded, and I get to read and see the comments down below about Switch 2. But yeah, until then, guys, see you guys later. If you want to watch my experience on the secret level Pac-Man video, you can, if you really care about Pac-Man like me. If you don't worry about it. I hope Nintendo Switch 2 would have a Kirby Triple Combo remastered. I have never heard of Kirby Triple Combo in my life. That sounds interesting. I might want to play that. But anyways, for real, see you guys next time.